Hey guys, and welcome to Wisdom from North, the place for empowerment and transformation. I'm Jannecke, and today I would like to share with you how we can find clarity on what we want to create in life and how we can find our purpose. So there's actually a debate on whether we do have a purpose or not. Does everyone in the world have one specific purpose? Do we have many purposes? Or don't we have a purpose at all? Or maybe some people have a specific purpose. Well, in my perspective, as long as you are looking for your purpose, it is because there is one purpose to find. So in my experience with having interviewed over 400 people, transformational teachers and motivational coaches, is that those who are most successful are those who are speaking out from their own experiences, sharing from their hearts. So they feel like they're having a calling and a purpose, and they're sharing it, and they're truly successful doing it. So what I have noticed is, like most normal in society, is that when you perhaps want to create a new business, many people are looking at the market and thinking, what does the market need? What does the market lack that I can make or create to earn money or become successful? So when you're doing that, I feel like you're coming from your mind. You're coming from your brain, your ego perspective, looking for how can I be successful? How can I create something out there? How can I find out what people need? And I don't think you can find that out because you're not in everybody's minds. You're just yourself trying to fantasize about what other people need, and you can't find it there. You can only find it here because our minds are ego-based. So the mind is only seeing what's good for you or your ego, not the whole world. But the heart is have a unity consciousness. So the heart knows what's good for everyone. So these are two different places of navigating from. So I want to make this example that I think really paints the picture of my whole perspective here, what I want to share and what I mean about this. So I've maybe shared it before, but I'll share it again. There is this speaker, this transformational teacher that's called Annabelle Stefanussen. She's writing for my magazine now, and she will be on my new platform that is launching the 9th of November. So when she was young, her dream was to become a great mother, have children, and have a family. So she managed to have a family. She got a husband and 2 sons, but she didn't manage to become a great mother. So what happened was that her sons, so all of a sudden they were teenagers, they wanted to have a conversation with her, and they said that, Mom, we feel insecure around you. We never know what mood you are in, and we feel that you create this instability and we're not comfortable with it. What can we do about it? And she really took this to heart. She went deep down inside of herself and asked, why am I like this? I didn't want to be like this. I wanted to be a great mother. And she realized that the way she was brought up was in a very disciplined way, that she was actually copying her parents or her father on how she was brought up, and she became almost the same kind of parent. So she started to study Gestalt therapy. She worked on herself for many years, and she transformed herself and she transformed her life. And she felt that this is something I need to share, because here I can help other mothers who might have gone in that same trap, who might have copied their parents, their sins from their forefathers. And we have a chance to change this. We have a chance to say it stops here. Now we create consciously. We're not just going on autopilot, doing what generations before did in our families. And I think that's just such a beautiful thing. So she created a business called Piecework at Home. And she has many, many followers. It's a huge success now. And my point is, this success, I think, wouldn't have come if she was sitting in her basement thinking like, oh, what's a smart idea to create? Well, let's create something that's called Piecework at Home. And let me just start with talking about communication. Now, because it wouldn't have been her own experience and it wouldn't have been authentic. And maybe she wouldn't have had the idea in the first place. But her business is changing lives. So how can we create something that changes lives? That's what most of us really want to do, right? I mean, of course, yes, we want abundance and have success, but also through doing something meaningful for the world. So my advice is that it's not a shortcut to this. What you need to do is go inside. You need to start doing the self-development work. It's not that you need to develop something. It's more to let go of what's hindering you, in being home in yourself. I look at human beings as beautiful diamonds that are actually shining. But this diamond that is inside of us gets smothered with dirt, because we experience all these things and we get all these attitudes and opinions about these things, and all of a sudden we are not ourselves at all, because we lose ourselves. We lose this diamond because there's just so many layers upon this diamond, so we forgot that there was a diamond in the first place. But when we start to peel the onion, when we start to embrace all that we are, when we start to love ourselves on a bad day, love our jealousy, love our shortcomings, restlessness, impatience, all these sides that we're not that comfortable with, when we start loving them and embracing them, we're starting to love our whole selves, and we're starting to tap into and get into contact with that diamond that is constantly shining within us. So when we're doing this empowering work, we are transforming ourselves. And all of a sudden, we get in touch with a deeper intelligence inside of us. And when we do that, all of a sudden, we feel what we want to create in this world. We feel what is really important to us. We feel what we want to share, because it comes from a unique place in us that we're really passionate about sharing. So it's coming from the heart, not from the mind. It's authentic, and you will touch lives because people notice that this is real. This is coming from a real place. And not only that, the deeper intelligence knows what will benefit everyone. The mind doesn't. The deeper intelligence, or the heart, I say that is basically the same thing, is coming from the same consciousness. That consciousness, that intelligence knows what the world needs. But you need to tap into that intelligence in order to bring it out to the world. And you do that by doing the own work on yourself. Now, I'm speaking from my own experience here. I was a very insecure person. I was very unsure about myself. And I want to recommend that you can watch a video about that, how I actually managed to take my power back. It will come in the eye up here. How I really worked consciously on 3 steps that made me take my power back. But I was really insecure about myself, and I would never be able to stand in front of a camera to talk about this, because I would be too unsure. Like, I wasn't in touch with that diamond at all. I thought I was worth so little in this world. Now, it takes a lot of courage to actually stand forward and truly act and create from this deeper place in you, because it's so important to you. It's so real, and then it becomes really vulnerable. So you have to get in touch with your courage as well. But that comes naturally when you're doing the self-development work, the empowering path. That comes slowly but surely. That's why I think when you want to create big things in the world, you want to wake up in the morning and do great things, you have to walk this path, because there's something within you that needs to mature as well. We have courage when we're children, but we often lose the courage because we're afraid that people would judge us. Now, I noticed when I stopped judging myself, and that happened when I worked on myself, when I stopped judging myself, were better at just embracing who I were. It was much easier for me to make videos and to follow my dreams because I wasn't that afraid to be judged. And it's also a known thing that those people who judge the most, that really judge others a lot, they are judging themselves the most as well. So everything is mirrored back, you know? So when I am not judging myself, I'm also not judging others, and then I'm not as afraid as being judged. But this skill, or whatever you want to call it, had to mature in me. So it all starts with going on this journey, being patient about it, and then your purpose, the clarity, will unfold in the divine timing. I encourage you to believe or have faith in divine timing and have faith in the universe. For instance, with me, I didn't get this idea with a magazine before now, and I think it was because I wasn't ready. I wasn't mature enough. I needed to let go of some layers before I really found the courage to do so. Alright guys, I hope this was helpful. This was my perspectives on this, and I'm curious to hear about you, where you are in the journey. If you found clarity yet, if you found your purpose, how you found it, and if you are following your dream and creating what you want to create in this world from this deeper place. If you like this video, please share it with your friends, family, and colleagues. And like I've said before, I'm opening my YouTube channel now to the speakers I'm working with on my platform, on my new platform. So you will also get videos not only from me, and I'm not only doing interviews anymore. I will open up the channel so that other speakers that I work with will share their wisdom and their knowledge to empower you and help you transform your life. Alright guys, please check out my magazine, wisdomfromnorth.com/magazine, and I'll see you over there, or I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.